The real reason Jong Lingha became a target after Menglong's death. The dark truth behind the online storm. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fresh Angle 24H, your daily stop for truth, depth, and emotion behind the glamorous world of C entertainment. If you love Chinese actors, powerful performances, and real stories behind the headlines, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's intense topic, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters, and your support keeps this channel alive. While the entertainment industry was mourning the heartbreaking death of beloved actor Menglong, something inexplicable began happening online. Amid sadness and condolences, waves of anger and accusation suddenly turned toward Jong Lingha, a man who had absolutely nothing to do with the tragedy. How could grief transform into blame? How did sympathy for one turn into cruelty toward another? These are the questions we ask today. Shortly after Menglong's passing, certain online accounts began spreading provocative posts, implying that Jong Lingha might benefit from another's death, that with one less talented actor, Jong's career would face less competition. It was a heartless assumption, cruelly timed. Within hours, these posts turned into trending topics. Suddenly, Jong Lingha was accused of profiting from grief, of being undeserving, of being artificially promoted. None of it was true. But on the internet, lies often travel faster than truth. To understand the injustice, we must look at the man himself. Jong Lingha isn't an overnight success. His journey has been long, unpredictable, and often painful. He's faced projects where his screen time was cut down to minutes, where audience expectations crashed, and where critics dismissed him before even watching. He's been that actor who gives everything, yet walks away with nothing but lessons. And still, he stands. Because Jong is not made of convenience, he's made of perseverance. Over the years, Jong Lingha learned to endure disappointment with quiet strength. He kept acting, kept learning, kept believing that one day his craft would speak louder than gossip. In 2025, two of his major dramas received harsh criticism, one mocked for low ratings, the other for a supposedly flat male lead. But instead of hiding, Jong responded the only way he knew how, by working harder. He accepted the criticism, refined his performance, and transformed adversity into fuel. That is the mark of a true artist, not how brightly he shines, but how bravely he endures the dark. The attacks against Jong Lingha reveal a disturbing reality about modern fandoms. When tragedy strikes, emotions spiral. And in that chaos, hate finds easy targets. Certain groups online, often organized anti-fans, weaponized grief itself. They manipulated pain into outrage, twisting a moment of mourning into a digital witch hunt. Suddenly, the conversation was no longer about Menglong's legacy, but about tearing another man down. That's not fandom. That's cruelty. Even seasoned Chinese media outlets couldn't stay silent. They urged netizens to stop spreading baseless accusations, to remember that behind every trending hashtag is a human being. Respect for the departed must never become an excuse to attack the living. The media reminded everyone, civilized discussion is strength, rumor is poison. And yet, as always, the internet rarely listens until it's too late. Through it all, Jong Lingha has chosen silence. No statements. No defensive interviews. No indirect posts. Some call it weakness. But maybe it's wisdom. Because sometimes, the calmest response is the loudest form of dignity. He continues filming, continues practicing, continues building the career he dreamed of, not by shouting over hate, but by outlasting it. In his silence, we see maturity, in his persistence, we see purpose. Those who know Jong Lingha describe him as gentle, disciplined, and unfailingly polite. He's known for thanking every crew member at the end of a shoot, for staying humble even when praised, and for never engaging in gossip. He doesn't chase fame, he chases authenticity. He doesn't crave controversy, he craves improvement. That quiet integrity is rare in today's entertainment world, and perhaps that's what unsettles those who thrive on chaos. When the storm grew louder, Zhang's fans rose stronger. Across Weibo and Douyin, thousands of posts appeared under the hashtag #ProtectJongLingha. They shared clips of him helping staff in freezing weather, interviews where he talked about patience, and heartfelt letters praising his kindness. It wasn't blind devotion, it was recognition. These fans didn't defend him with insults. They defended him with truth. And little by little, the tide began to turn. Because when honesty stands tall, rumors eventually fall. This incident, tragic as it is, teaches us something vital. It reminds us how easily empathy can be lost in the echo chambers of the internet. How quickly people forget that fame doesn't erase humanity. Jong Lingha's silence isn't indifference, it's strength. He chooses to honor the dead, respect the living, and let his work do the talking. And perhaps, in this noisy, impatient world, that kind of quiet grace is exactly what we need. So, before judging, before posting, before believing, ask yourself, am I spreading light, or adding to the darkness? Thank you for tuning into Fresh Angle 24H, where every headline hides a heartbeat, and every story deserves to be seen in full color. If today's story moved you, if you believe in fairness, empathy, and second chances, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who loves Chinese dramas and real stories about resilience. And tell us in the comments below, do you think Zhong Lingha's silence is strength? Or should he finally speak out? Your comment could become the next fresh angle we explore. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep your hearts open.